Hello everybody and welcome back. Now I have to say it's been more than a week I think since I last played. I needed a break from this game. I've been playing this game constantly, and if I wasn't playing the game I was editing the game. So I decided, hey, let me take a complete break from the game for like a week or so. I'm back now, I'm fresh again. I've been playing some Guild Wars 2, I've been playing some League of Legends, I've had a lot of other things that I was doing, but now I'm fresh again and we're playing. So I wanted to start off with something that has been on my mind for a bit now, and it is my build. So I was contemplating looking up a build and just copying the build, but I don't want to do that. What I want to do right now is I want to take you guys through my thought process as I'm going to craft my own build live on video here. I'll probably at some point when I hit level cap, especially when I hit level 60 level cap, I will probably redo my build again, which isn't very expensive, so it's like whatever, it happens. We have a lot of gold to work with. I'm sitting on 108 gold, which is plenty right now. Also, it is the 29th of June right now, and it has just been announced that on the 11th of July, we will have Phase 4 launching. So obviously I'm going to have to go cap before that, and maybe do some other preparations that I'll look into later. So, also, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I don't have lights on today because it's quite bright outside, and they're not necessary. Don't know if I mentioned that before, but there you go. So, let's talk to this lady and say, I wish to unlearn my talents.
Through rigorous retraining, I have had to break many students of all they had previously learned, so that I might teach them anew. The service I offer becomes increasingly difficult to perform each time it is done. It is for that reason that it becomes increasingly expensive with each retraining. Do you desire that I break you of the talents you have learned?
I like how the dialogue and in-game text is completely different. Doesn't matter, but it's definitely something that I noticed here. And yes, I do want to go and reset. Do you want to unlearn all of your talents? The cost will increase each time you do it, 10 silver. Wow, can we afford that? Not quite sure, but let's do it. Cool little animation. Also, these are the first words I'm speaking right now. Yes, it is 2:30 in the afternoon, but I haven't spoken yet, so I'm still warming up my speech. Anyway, we have 39 points. So I'm gonna take you guys through my thought process. I might be making big mistakes here, and I will gladly be corrected in the comments. But at the time you guys are watching this video, I'm assuming I'm already well into phase 4, and maybe I'll redone my build again. So definitely still comment if you want to comment, but do keep in mind that your input doesn't really do too much for the upcoming couple of videos at least. So hello, it's me in editing. Yes, I want to take a quick moment out of your time to talk about a big mistake that I'm going to be making in the process of this build crafting video. So, for some odd reason, I guess it's my 1 week break that I took, or maybe I've just gone nuts or something, but apparently I forgot that Shadow Bolt is a destruction skill, and in this video you're going to hear me talking a lot about not needing destruction boosting talents, because I'm not using fire magic. Like in my brain, for some reason, fire magic and destruction magic are linked. When if you just go into the skills panel, like you've got affliction, destruction, demonology, and then of course runes nowadays. So it's clear that it's talking about Shadow Bolt as well, and I should have known that. But I'm gonna talk about stuff that, in hindsight, right now to me, like it sounds so friggin' stupid because I know, but for some reason, like at that point in time, I just completely forgot that those were the names of the skill tabs, and yeah, my build's not going to really make sense. I think overall, besides that, I think it makes a lot of sense, and we're going to correct it, but I just wanted to point that out at the very start, so you guys don't, just completely murder me in the comments, as I'm making plenty of errors here. What I want to do is, I have decided that even though people have been telling me in the comments constantly, over and over and over again, use your Voidwalker more, use him more, you're not using him well, I don't like using him. And every time I do use him, I feel like my Haunt just doesn't, or I feel like my Voidwalker doesn't keep aggro, which I am inclined to believe might be because Haunt is just like an additional skill that the Voidwalker's taunt generation wasn't meant for. Also, I often don't give him time, I think, to build up his taunt, and I just play aggressively immediately, so like he gets the taunt, he gets some aggro, and I take it off him immediately. And I'm like, I could probably optimize my gameplay there. Definitely I could. Also, I've got like this I've got like 3 flies here, and I don't know where they came from. Like, I cleaned here. It's pretty clean over here, but I still have flies around me, like, and they're super annoying. Anyway, I've decided I will commit to my imp, because I think imp also probably is just great for raiding. So, the idea is as follows. First of all, 3 points into improved imp. Then, I do... Hold on. I'm not sure if I want demonic embrace. Like, it's going to give me more stamina. I mean, yeah, it's going to give me 15% more HP and 5% less mana. Like, I think that's 100% worth it. So, I do think I want this. So, I'm going to put 5 points in demonic embrace and max it out as well. I have my eye on improved health stone because 20% more of, like, my safety button is pretty good. But I'll hold off for now because I kind of want to see where I can take these elsewhere. So Fell Intellect we don't care about. I mean, we do care about, but like, you know, the mana increase for the imp, I think we're fine with that. The Void Walker, as I mentioned, going to skip for now as well. And then improved health funnel. We haven't really used it. Maybe it's good for the tanking purposes of the Void Walker once again, but I haven't really used it myself. So I think that's it right now for the Demonology, although I might return here and put 2 points into improved Healthstone. Then, in Destruction, so, you know, I didn't really prepare this as in, I don't have a build path, but I did read through them as I was traveling and stuff, so I do have a bit of an idea as to where I think I want to go. But I don't know how many points I'm going to have for that, so, I mean, I know how many points I'm going to have, but I haven't done, like, the calculations as to how many I need. So I'm going to put 5 points in improved Shadow Bolt. I think it's very important to just be able to, well, use Shadow Bolt efficiently. I think pretty much every build probably takes this. And then also, I think I want to put 5 points into Bane and just make sure my Shadow Bolt is, you know, 0.5 seconds shorter casting time so that I can play aggressively with Shadow Bolt. And I want to put 2 points into improved Firebolt because once again, you know, we're playing around the imp, so now I have more frequent Shadow Bolts and my imp has more frequent Firebolt, so we just have like a lot more DPS going out, I think. We don't care about these two because these two play with Destruction and we are using well, Shadow skills. Then I don't think I really care about any of the other ones here. Like maybe Shadowburn. It's only a 1-point scale and it says instantly blast the target from 91 to 104 shadow damage. If the target dies within 5 seconds of Shadowburn and deals experience or honor the cast against a soul shard. So it might be a better way of doing things than using Drain Soul. I don't know. But I'll hold off for now. Maybe I'll return to that later. And then I don't think I care about... I mean, I would care about improved Lash of Pain if I were using my Succubus. But I'm going to be committing to the Imp. So I think that's all for here as well. And now let's move to Affliction, which I think is the real tree we want to put points into. So I do want to make sure my Corruption is insta-cast. So points into that. Then I think Life Tap is just too important. Like, we just need the Life Tap generation. It's just too important when I'm, like, you know, between fights. I need to be able to use that. And now, this is where I'm not entirely certain what I need to do. So I do need to put more points in here if I want to get deeper into this. And I think I saw Nightfall, and Nightfall sounds pretty good. So I probably want to grab Nightfall, but I'm going to have to get deeper into the tree. So I could put points to Suppression, which reduces the chance of enemies resisting my Affliction spells. And do keep in mind that my Corruption is an Affliction spell, I think. Yeah, Affliction just means like dot, right? Kinda. I mean, this one probably isn't an Affliction. I'm not sure how they determine which one is an Affliction or not, but maybe I'm just like blanking right now. But I think maybe I want to have Curse of Weakness for raiding purposes. I don't know. But I'm thinking Suppression is more important. At least 3 points to unlock the next tier. Then I want to grab Improved Curse of Agony, you know, just because I want to use it for, at least for open world purposes. Maybe I'll have to swap to a different curse at some point, because only one curse can be on a target. And maybe Curse of Agony is actually less efficient than using one of the other curses. But for now, we'll put points into Curse of Agony. Then there's also Amplify Curse. Increases the effect of your next Curse of Weakness or Curse of Agony by 50%, or your next Curse of Exhaustion by 20%. So I guess I pop that, and then I immediately pop the Curse of Agony, which sounds like a good skill. So I think I want that, and I think I want to put it on my bar immediately, because that's a good combination, I think. Also, what was on 6 before? Oh, I think that was the dodge thing, but we're running the party-wide dodge amplification thing now, so or the damage amplification, so we don't have anything in there. So now my opening would probably be Shadow Bolt into 6, 4, 3, 5. I think that will be my opening burst now. Okay, so moving on, we need one more point to be able to unlock Nightfall. We still have 5 points left. What does Fell Concentration do? Gives you a 14% chance to avoid interruption caused by damage while channeling Drain Life, Drain Mana, or Drain Soul. I mean, that's nice and all, but I'm not sure how much I care about that really. So for this one, actually, I guess I'll just put one more point into Suppression. And then that will open up Nightfall for me, which says it gives your Corruption and Drain Life spells a 2% chance to cause you to enter a Shadow Trance state after damaging the opponent. The Shadow Trance state reduces the casting time of your next Shadow Bolt spell by 100%. So insta-cast Shadow Bolt. It's a low chance, but we can put 2 points into it, and now it's a 4% chance. And if that is actually on the ticks of the Corruption, then we can probably trigger it quite a lot. I don't know if we get like a big pop-up somewhere, like something saying us that we've triggered it, because being able to just like insta-tap another Shadow Bolt sounds like a really good DPS increase. And then we have 2 more points left. I don't know exactly where I want to move from here. I mean, this is improved Drain Mana, can be nice, but we're not using it too much. A Grim Reach increases the range of your Affliction spells by 10%. Once again, do I care about the range? Because the range of all these spells is the same, so do I care about that? Because if I use it, like I'm not opening with these anyway, so when I Shadow Bolt, I can always use these spells. I don't see the reason why I would need more range. I mean, maybe for like PvP purposes or something, but I'm not quite sure. Anywhere else I can put these points that are going to be really efficient. I also got to, of course, keep an eye on where I want to move further into the tree. I haven't really looked too deep into like the bottom part of these trees, so I guess what I'll do is I'll... Oh. Here we go. Is I'll hold on to the skill points for now, and I'll decide where I'll go later. Also, I would be interested now that I've created a build for myself. I am very interested to see whether this build is close to the meta build. Like, I reckon I'm pretty decent at buildcraft here. I think I did quite well, because I think the skills I took are just like logically the best. But I'd be very curious. So because I have 2 points left, I kind of want to just put them into improved health stone, which is going to just be good for open world purposes. It will also unlock the next tier, so I could technically put points into fell stamina to make my imp tankier, so it doesn't die as quickly. But I don't know if I want to save points to be able to push deeper into Affliction. Because Shadow Mastery sounds really good. Like, that sounds like the peak thing for my build. So I think I do want to work towards Shadow Mastery, but I don't know which ones I care about in this particular tier.